last video, we've established that posing is actually important when it comes to people. What I will do in this case, show you 10 quick poses. My name is Lorenc, and I've been a photographer for over 30 years. For a number of years, I was a certified professional photographer. I taught photography at a local college, and in 2010, I wrote a book on photography. And although technology has progressed, the basics are still the same. With all this experience, I am confident that even seasoned photographers will pick up a few pointers in each session. Now let's get started. Before we'll start with the 10 actual poses, let's establish the ground rules or the groundwork for a basic masculine pose. Because having that, then you're golden. You'll be able to knock them out one after another. And I'll show you how to do 10 in just this one corner. That's how easy it is. And you will always come up with a very good selection of poses for the individual. The one thing you don't want to go in is start telling people, I know what I'm doing, I'm the photographer, I'll set you up, I'll be the pose. Because all too frequently you're going to get an individual with like this, right? It's the fig leaf pose, also known as the double head pose. By the way, I have synopsis of all this in a book. What are the basic steps to have all those masculine poses later on? There are essentially 3 steps. One is the body positioning in relation to the camera. You always want to do it, well, I shouldn't say always, there's no such thing as always. So you position the individual at approximately 45-degree angle to the lens of the camera. 2, what you do is you ask them to bring one foot forward, either left or right, depending on the light setup and what your situation is. In my case, we'll just use my left foot. So I'll put out my left foot. Tell them, for this exercise, put your hands in your pocket. Now, you don't want to have them shoving in the hands in a pocket like this. So you don't want to do that. Tell them to back off, just have your thumb sticking out. Once you're in there, once you lean on your left foot, turn your head or your chin slightly towards your shoulder, automatically goes down. This one goes slightly higher. I turn my chin slightly towards this. Okay, not too much, don't exaggerate, make it look natural, and then back straight, eyes into the camera. Would be the pose number 2. Well, let's look around. Always take advantage of whatever is available for you where you happen to be. Unless, of course, you're in a studio where you have everything. Sofa here. Pose number 2. Sit, edge. I'm already at a 45-degree angle. You do that. Just set yourself, move the camera if you need to. Lean forward slightly, back straight. Chin slightly over the shoulder, eyes to the camera. Number 3. We got a sofa. Let's take advantage of it. Fortunately, what happens is individual sits down. All right, take my picture. I call this particular pose men's spread. You want to avoid that, of course. So all you do is you ask the individual, hey, listen, why don't you move in a little bit to the edge of it, turn slightly to the right. You're almost like at a 45-degree angle from a camera. You can have them put the hands in a pocket, but you can have them put the hands on the knee. Now, you don't want to have that because now you're really competing with the face. Back it off. You always want to shoot to the side of the hand. So you back it off, lean forward slightly, back straight, remember, and square and straight. Lean forward a little bit, chin slightly to the right, over the shoulder, eyes into the camera. For pose number 4, look around and see if there are any helpers. So I have a small little ottoman here. Advantage of it, whatever you happen to come across in there. So pose number 4, have him put the foot forward, up on the ottoman, and hand flat. So you're shooting into the side. That, put your weight on it. Number 4. Variation of that, not like this. Take that hand, keep it flat. Not like this. Back straight. Chin over the shoulder. Eyes into the camera. Another variation of pose number 4. Pose number 5. Take advantage of the ottoman. Have them sit on the ottoman. Again, pay attention to the hand. Not this, although it kind of blends in with the color of the ottoman. Still, do it. Make it flat like this. Lean forward, hand in there, straight. Chin now happens to be this shoulder, camera, and you have pose number 5. Pose number 6. Let's say you're out in the open or outside and I have him sitting on the ground. Obviously, you're not going to do this at home, but I just want to show you how easy it is to get those poses. Just have him sit right on the ground. Look at this. Okay, you don't want to have that. You don't want to compete this. Make a knuckle. Like this. Again. Lean forward. You got it. Pose number 7. There's a wall someplace close by. We'll just assume that there is a wall in here. I'd actually use this if this was daylight here. You have a nice natural light coming in here. You can take advantage of this. You can have them put the hands in here. The light comes in there. Have a little bit reflector in here. We don't have that. There with the camera, we have these lights. Right? Notice though, like this, like this. Pose number 7. Variation of that. Pose number 8. Just lean against the wall. Pose number 8. Pose number 9. This little corner. There it is. Let's say this was a desk. Put it in there. Have him sit in here. Back, back straight. Got pose number 9. Pose number 10. If there's a chair that you can take advantage of, and I'll create a different type of a look. Have him come in and stand in here. Like that. Again, watch with the hand. Bring the hand forward. Okay, if there's a watch, you have a long shirt sleeve. Okay, watch shows a little bit of a cuff. There's little details, but they're important. Just do it. Bring the head to the back. See? Bring it back like this. So that's in here. Number 10. Variation on pose number 10. You can actually call it pose number 11, as a matter of fact. Same thing. All you have to do is just bring right hand, make it into a knuckle. All right. And you want to give it a little bit of a pensive look for the individual. Put it in there. Don't jam it in or anything like that, because you're going to distort the face, Just put it nice at an edge. Put the hand at the temple and in there. And now all of a sudden you have what? A nice pensive look for the individual. Another variation. Bring it in nice and close, and you have a number 11. I promised you that I'm going to give you a pose that you may not want to do, although it's fairly popular. A lot of people use it. And that's the pose with the folded hands. You see a lot of those. And what do these people think when they do these poses? It's like an authoritative look. I mean, I'm an expert. I know what it is. You want to avoid that, because it really doesn't come across. It comes arrogant even. Or if done right and the expression is wrong on the individual face, it actually comes across as being timid and being defensive. You want to avoid that altogether. But if an individual insists, you got to do that, make sure that that's not competing with the face and you don't show too much of it. So hide as much as you possibly can of that hand. Okay? Yeah, the hand is folded. The message comes across. So you back off, show as little of it as possible, and then just do that. And the same applies, interestingly enough, you still can do that. Or you can still do this as well, whereby what? You lean on the right foot, and this now is higher. Is it wrong? Heavens no. What you do in here is sure the face, head is square with the shoulder. I want to have this. It's really bad. Just have that nice and square, and now you're looking good. Next video will show you to do simple setups with the females. We'll go through the same process and how you can get some beautiful pictures, 1, 2, 3, and you have a good selection for the individual. Check it out.